All right, guys. So as you guys can see on the screen right here, today was an absolutely crazy day. We ended up making $2,716 today trading options, trading SPY. And let me just start the video by saying I am sleep deprived right now, guys. I have not slept since 9 a.m. yesterday, bro. So I guess that's like 30 something hours. I don't know what's going on. All I know is we have made a substantial amount of profit. And if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I have nothing to be proud of because the way that we made this profit is absolutely disgusting. Seriously, I already know what you guys are going to say in the comments. Look, I completely dropped the ball when it comes to risk management. I completely dropped the ball. I'm going to get into it further, but before I even show you guys what actually happened, let me just apologize ahead of time. I am sorry. I know I basically gambled the entire account balance and I didn't even fully 100% the balance, but at the end of the day, we still made a lot of profit and I actually did control myself. I could have made a lot more profit here, but I stuck to my plan. I told myself I was going to sell all of my contracts. Well, not all of them, but basically most of them at market open, and that's exactly what I did. And I'm not mad at it. I could have made way more money than this, but I am glad that I stuck to my plan. I knew that I was playing very, very risky. I'm mad at myself for even doing it in the first place. But let me stop talking in code. Let me show you guys what actually happened throughout this month. So I have a confession for all of you guys that are in my Discord. If you aren't already, please join, because this is actually where I got the play to begin with. But we're going to get into that. But I have a confession for all my Discord people, right? I was keeping this a secret from you guys. Yes, I was. And I got caught eventually. One of you guys called me out on the Discord. I forgot exactly who it was, but I was basically hiding the fact that I had my whole portfolio in one SPY options play. Literally just one contract. I basically full portfolioed all into that position and it worked out for me. But like I said, it's absolutely terrible. Do not try this at home because you will lose money. I almost lost all of my money. And as you guys can see, if we go back to the investing tab right here, if you look at this past week or even this past month, I was down bad. At one point, the account hit under like $2,000. It was not looking good. It was not looking good at all. And I definitely should have probably cut losses somewhere around here. I definitely should have cut my losses here like my boy Glass said. And yes, it did work out for me. At the end of the day, I did make profit. But that doesn't change the fact that I literally risked all of my money just to make this play. And it could have easily went the wrong way. I definitely do acknowledge that. I got really, really lucky. I know you guys are going to have a field day in the comments. But at the end of the day, it worked out. I believed in the play. I saw all of the signs. I saw everyone saying that SPY was going to drop. They figured that the jobs data was going to be negative and that the CPI was going to be bad and like the market was going to crash. They saw a bearish flag pattern on the charts and they thought that things were just going to come crashing down. But I held true. I told myself, look, I truly feel like SPY is going to go up. I truly feel like the data is going to be positive and it's going to bring the markets up, and that is exactly what happened. And even though I was over leveraged, I don't want to overlook that fact. I was definitely over leveraged and it was a bad play overall. But the fact is that I stayed true to my gut. I just knew this was going to happen. And it sounds crazy because you can't predict the market, but I truly had a good feeling where it's like, yo, I know this data is going to bring the market up, and that is exactly what happened. And it does feel good to be right. It feels good. I was on StockWits. I was on Twitter looking at all the people talking bad on SPY, waiting for the markets to crash. And now look, man, we had a great day today. Shout out to all the people who bought puts on SPY. I mean, I hope you guys are doing good, man. But hey, man, I don't want to start a war in the comments. I know you guys might be mad. Keep in mind, I'm sleep deprived, so you guys can't get mad at me. This is a whole different side of me, feel me? But yeah, after all of the plays that we have made today, which is basically only SPY plays, we are now at our all-time high for the year so far, which means that we are at a higher point than we were when we were holding that Dogecoin. We survived. We lived to trade another day, and the next day we will practice risk management. Maybe not yesterday, but tomorrow. Or maybe not today. I don't know. Anyways, point is, next time, or for now on, we're never going to do something like that again. And for those of you guys who are in the Discord, you guys know exactly what type of play I pulled. You guys know exactly what type of play. You guys know the name, but that stays to the Discord. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump into what actually happened. What plays did I make? Well, I purchased this contract right here, the SPY 557 call expiring on 8/30. And I purchased this contract initially because of my boy Glass. He recommended that basically, I think I said this in my last video, but you basically have a 100% chance to make money on the SPY during the election year based on like some data and like some chart that he had sent. And I took a quick look at it. I didn't do too much research, but I trust him. He has proved himself to be a great trader. And on top of that, the evidence was right there. I was like, okay, you know what? Let's do it. So the Discord suggested, and also mainly him actually, he suggested that I purchase this contract right here. But when I first purchased the contract, let me see if I can find it. Hold on, give me a second, guys. There's a lot of stuff going on here. There's a lot of canceled orders. There's a lot of, just a whole bunch of crazy stuff happening. So when I first bought the contracts, here they are right here. This is when I first got into the play. I bought 2 contracts worth $5.24, which is basically $524 each. So I paid basically over $1,000 for this play. And I ended up selling 1 contract, I think right here. Yeah, so I sold it for a good amount of profit right here, but I did not sell the other one. So then I bought more contracts right here. I kind of over leveraged, I not even over leveraged. I more so just jumped the gun. I didn't wait long enough to see it drop. And I purchased more contracts at a bad price because, as you guys can see, I ended up purchasing even more contracts at a lower price. So right here, I purchased it for $4.06, so $406. And then I purchased 2 more contracts at $235 each. So as you guys can see, it just kept going lower and lower and lower. And then I kept trying to get like more contracts, but it just wasn't really filling at the price that I wanted. So, I kept canceling. And then the contract dropped all the way down to 90 cents, right? And this is not even the lowest it went. Dropped down to 90 cents. So this is where you guys kind of see the lack of risk management. I completely dropped the ball because then I bought even more contracts. I bought 4 more contracts at $90 each. It drops again and I buy 4 more contracts at $75 each. Absolutely terrible trading. But then it finally drops down to 56 cents. And keep in mind, the only reason why I keep buying and buying and buying is because I'm just trying to get my average price as low as possible. But at the end of the day, from my point of view, I can't predict the absolute bottom. So at one point, I'm thinking, okay, $2.06 is the bottom. But oh wait, no, 90 cents is the bottom. Oh wait, no, 75 cents is the bottom. And then now, what basically was the bottom, I think it went down to 50 cents the lowest, but this was around like the lowest that I was actually able to buy it for. So 56 cents, otherwise, $56 per contract, about 5 of those. And that got my average price of those contracts down to like $1.50 something cents, like 53 cents, something like that. So basically from the beginning of August, it's just me constantly averaging down. Right now we're halfway through August. Today's the 15th. So it's just me averaging down all throughout August, me being silent in the Discord because I knew that they would basically be on my behind. I can't curse in YouTube no more, but they would be on my behind if, they saw what I was doing. So I'm just staying quiet. I'm just staying low key, keep averaging down. I'm not even looking at how much money I'm over leveraging into the markets. Boom. Finally, like I showed you guys before, the lowest point was like under $2,000. It was like $1,500 at one point. Finally today, back-to-back good data days, back-to-back the SPY climbs, and I finally get my chance to sell 14 of these contracts at $2.92. And remember, my average price around that time was basically $1.52. I wish I would show it right here. I wish I had a screenshot. But yeah, that's what happened this morning. That's what gave the initial jump. But keep in mind, I kept 4 more contracts. However, I just kept selling throughout the day because realistically, I didn't want to hold. And honestly, I sold some of these prematurely. I could have kept the 4 contracts holding for a little bit longer. I could even kept the 4 contracts or at least 2 of them running like up until this video. But I genuinely just wanted to get out the trade. I genuinely just wanted to just step back, because I think I told you guys in the last video that my plan was to kind of just step back, learn more about the markets, and then come back. But now I feel actually confident to do so. I feel very, very confident to just take a step back. Right now, my account is at the highest point it's been in a long time, and just learn more about the markets and just come back slowly but surely. So I tried to sell. I did actually sell 2 contracts at $3, and then I actually ended up buying more contracts. I did a day trade today. I forgot about that. I did a day trade where I bought $552 calls expiring today, 5 contracts worth $72 each for a total of $360 total. And I ended up selling that same day. I did, like I said, it was a day trade for $465. So I made $105 off of that play on top of the money that we already made on the other contract. So today was all about SPY. Today was definitely all about SPY, and it paid off. I ended up selling the last 2 contracts that I was holding for around $4.15. So $415 and then $452. So like I said, I could have easily just held the contracts, like all of them, and just sold them all at $452. It would have been an absolutely insane profit. I would have probably been over $10,000. I didn't really do the math on it, but it would have been crazy. It would have been crazy if I would have held. However, I stopped myself just because at the end of the day, I had a plan going into the markets. I told myself, look, I don't want to hold. I don't want the markets to reverse on me randomly. I just want to just get in as soon as the market opens, sell these and get out. And that's exactly what I did, and I can't be mad at that. I set myself up to trade another day. Can't be mad at that. I'm more so mad at myself for getting so far deep into it in the first place. For me to over leverage this much since I basically wagered the entire account balance was insane. So also I want to take a look at the other plays that we have going on here. We have a Nike. We don't really have a lot of Nike, but at the same time we are up 10% right now. We're actually 11%. It did jump up a lot yesterday. As you guys can see, it's been jumping like throughout this week. I'm not exactly sure why it made that jump. The chart looked crazier yesterday, if I'm being honest with you guys. The chart looked crazier yesterday. Right here in this weekly chart, it looks calm, but literally yesterday, I think after hours, it just skyrocketed out of nowhere, and I had no idea why. I still have no idea why. I have to actually look into it.
2 seconds later.
Well, never mind, guys. With a little bit of reading, I figured out why the stock jumped yesterday. I'm not going to get into it, but yeah, I'll read that a little bit later. But yep, we're still in Nike. As you guys know, it had a huge drop this year, and it dropped down to around like $72, and I still think that it could go back up to like its highs. It could go back up to $122. I have to do a little bit more research on this play. I know you guys really start clowning me when I just say things without actually knowing what I'm talking about, so I'm gonna do more research on it, don't worry. And last but not least, we have this SBUX play right here. Now honestly, you guys might not like my reasoning for picking up this play. I'm not going to give you guys a long drawn out answer, bringing up the gamma and the theta, everything that's going on. All I can really tell you guys is I saw SBUX have a huge jump, and oh wow, today was actually a very good day for it. I saw SBUX have this huge jump right here, all because they switched CEOs. And I feel like this jump is not going to be sustained. I feel like it's going to come back to around the $75 mark. So that's why I copped contracts. Oops. And that's why I copped contracts, basically just anticipating it coming back down to 75. And the expiration date is 9/20. So it's a month out. It's more than a month out, actually. So we definitely have time on this play. I bought 14 contracts. I spent $252 on this play. So especially considering the money that we made today, I think it's worth it. But let's just see what happens. I am confident in it. I can at least see it being worth like double what I paid for. So I paid 18 cents. I could see this going up to like 36 cents or something like that. So, we'll see what happens. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I genuinely just don't see SBUX having a reason to sustain this big jump. Like, I get it, it's big news, the CEO changes, but until he actually announces the changes that he's going to make, along with show the results of like him being CEO, like, I just don't see it sustaining this huge jump. But I could be wrong. I could definitely lose my money on this one. That's basically the only reason why I picked this up. But yeah, if you guys made it this far into the video, I just want to say I really appreciate you. Like I said, I am very sleep deprived. So I don't even know what I said throughout this video. I don't know if I'm going to even edit this video properly. Hopefully there's no mistakes in this one. But I just want to say I love you guys and I appreciate you guys for watching. Please don't be too mean to me in the comments. I know I over leverage. Please just have mercy on me. Please, I know. Risk management. I know. Please, I'm begging you guys. And if you guys are planning on scolding me, at least do it in the Discord. At least join up. You know, curse me out in theirs. You know, not in a public space, in a nice controlled area. You know what I mean? So just join the Discord. We could really use as many warriors and soldiers as we can get. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm going to see you guys in the next Robinhood update. But until then, I'm going to be studying the stock market. So I'm going to see you guys later. Peace. I already know what you guys are going to say in the comments. Just give it all to me, man. Pause. But